Good morning. I'm getting all packed up. But first, we'll say goodbye to New Orleans. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Leaving New Orleans. I love this town. It is very cool. Tina and I used to come here pretty often before COVID, but after COVID I came once. It was pretty much like a ghost town, and this is my second time, and it's good to see that it was lively and picking up, and it was a lot of fun even for a Tuesday night.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go. Come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives. My crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know,
Alright, so just finished eating and some good barbecue and meeting fellow YouTuber Kissy Kat and her husband, and that was just wonderful. The food was great, but better than the food was just getting to meet them and talk to them. What wonderful people they are. And in our conversations we talked a little bit about my bourbon hunting, and Kissy Kat's husband said you have to go to Specs. So we're gonna go to Specs. Wine, spirits, and finer foods right here, just on the outskirts of Houston. We're probably still in the Houston city limits, so we're gonna go in here and check it out and hope they don't mind me recording. So this is a huge place. They said Specs is like the Total Wine. I think they have Total Wines here in Houston too. But let's go find some bourbon. This is a cool place, very big. Of course, they have some Garrisons. Look at this cool bottle. Adsativo. That's like a, I think that's a company that makes tequila, but they have whiskey, so that's pretty cool. I've heard this Balcones is pretty good. Ghost Hill Texas Bourbon. Interesting. A lot of oak and Eden. There's a, I never heard of this, MKT Distillery. There's a light whiskey. TX. Aha. Here's a TX. Bottled in bond, single barrel. I'm gonna have to pick that up. And it's got a little bolero tie with it. You get the whiskey and you get a bolero tie. So I'm gonna get that. And let's see what else they got. They have a lot of Texas stuff you won't see anywhere else. Here's a 1835 bourbon, 100 proof, single barrel. There's a 1835 90 proof. Oh, I saw this. This looked interesting. I forget where I was at now, but Outlaw Bourbon. Pot stilled in Texas. Handmade, 100% corn. And then they got the straight bourbon, Harris County. And then they got the Fire Oak. I may get one of those. Oh, there's a Bucky's straight. A French oak. That's interesting. Got your usuals here. You know, since I'm in Texas, I'm gonna have to stick with the Texas theme. Kings County. Kings County. Straight bourbon whiskey. Lives of Craig, you got your Old Forester. That's a cool looking bottle. Quarter horse. Wow. I have not seen this. This is a Bardstown Foursquare rum distillery. Blend of straight whiskey finishes in Foursquare rum barrels. That's the best price I've seen on this. 143. That bottle right there, the West Virginia Great Barrel Company, is usually about 165.
Oh, you want to go with that limited edition 1835.
Okay,
this one only comes out like certain times of the year, so this was good. We only have one case of it left, so once it's gone, it probably won't come out.
That's funny you pointed that out, because I was looking at that. I was looking at this for sure. I was definitely going to get that, but
out of those
I think
two,
that 1830. I'm gonna get both of them. I think.
Yeah, you should.
Wouldn't you? I mean, but it's a good price for. I mean, $39.99 for a single barrel.
Exactly.
And people don't realize, once you start drinking single barrels.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to go small batch.
Single barrel snob.
Then they're both bottled in bond too. So.
Yes, I mean,
get all that great taste.
Yes.
But yeah, yes sir.
Cool. I'm gonna get those. I'll go get my card and bring it to you.
I don't know if you ever tried a single malt, like a Whitmeyer's. That single malt, it's like chocolate heavy. You get a heavy chocolate taste at the end. But if you ever want to try Whitmeyer's product, this is the one you want to try.
That's
man.
When
you open the bottle, you smell chocolate, and it's not to where it's like flavored like overwhelmingly, but it's subtle and it's nice. If you ever want to try something finished like a Scotch whiskey, try that one.
All right. So what about this?
Nah, I don't like that one.
No.
Maybe the Harris County one. I just never was a fan of Yellow Rose. It's too light to me. Like, especially of course the American 80 proof. Yeah.
No, you can see how light.
Yeah,
it's that's even got bottles behind it. It's still light.
It got like a spice to me that I was never intrigued by.
So let me ask you if you tried this, because this stuff is amazing.
Oh, of course. I've tried.
I had the cast drink. Now I don't know what.
That's the Colorado.
Yeah, and that's good. That's what I was when you were talking about the single.
Believe it or not, this one was really hard to sell at first because Colorado, a lot of people who would buy something from Colorado. We had the Spec pick one, and that one flew off the shelf.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
That's a nice looking packaging too. That's
all right. What's your name?
Xavier.
Xavier, nice to meet you, buddy.
Store 53, man.
There you go. Okay, so in Specs, with Xavier's helping there, I picked up the TX single barrel. Scott Lungwitz will be glad I got that, and been wanting to do that just because I love Scott and Christy, and they said they like TX. I tried the regular and it was okay, so I bet this single barrel is really good. And then we got the 1835 bourbon. This is a single barrel, and that was only 40 bucks, so great stuff. Okay, so last night I stayed at the Roadway Inn in Junction, Texas. I had a great night's sleep. I always sleep good in these little tiny hotels where you can pull up to the door. It was really good. Enjoyed that. No, I'm making a YouTube video and you're on it now. She's really nice. Okay, check it out of the Roadway Inn here in Junction. Great night. I love when I can park in front of my room, load up my car. It's so much easier. It's a little overcast today, but hang on, because we're going to do some fun stuff hopefully.